Today, we're not just going to talk about politics. We're going to take a journey. This is a story, and you're the main character. Let's walk through how someone with the absolute best of intentions, someone like you, could end up on a path they never, ever imagined. Everything starts right here with this feeling. Remember it. You weren't just another suit. No, you were going to be different. You were the one who was going to go in and fix the whole broken system. So, what on earth happened? In the beginning, you are the hero of this story. Everybody sees you as a complete breath of fresh air. You know the type, the person who gets into politics for all the right reasons, just fueled by this genuine, almost innocent belief that they can make a real difference. And wow, your rise was just meteoric. In college, you're out there on the front lines organizing protests for clean water. By 26, you've already won a city council seat. Get this, by only 12 votes. And you're not just warming a seat, you're actually doing the work, exposing corruption, fighting for affordable housing. The papers love you. They call you the real deal. So what's next? Well, Congress, of course. But okay, running for Congress, that is a whole different ballgame. And this, right here, is where the story starts to turn. It's where we meet that first tiny compromise. And the thing is, it never really feels like a compromise at the time. It just feels necessary. So picture this. You're scrambling to fund your campaign. And out of nowhere, a businessman just walks into your office. No appointment. He tells you he likes what you're about and slides a check across the desk for $50,000. He says he wants nothing in return. It feels like a miracle, right? But is it? And just like that, the compromises begin. First, it's a small tax provision, easy to overlook. Then, it's a vote on environmental regulations, the very thing you built your platform on. But listen to the justification. It's so powerful. We're saving American jobs. When it's framed that way, voting against your own principles, well, it suddenly feels like the responsible thing to do. It feels pragmatic. And this is the change. Yeah, your old supporters, the environmentalists, they feel totally betrayed. But a new, much more powerful crowd starts praising you. They don't call you a sellout, oh no. They call you pragmatic, realistic. You're learning the language of the big leagues, a language where compromising your ideals gets a fancy new name, political maturity, and you're getting rewarded for it. All right, let's fast forward. You use those new connections, that new pragmatic reputation, and you win a seat in the Senate. You have more power, you're dealing with bigger players. And with that bigger power comes a new kind of associate, the fixer. This guy, he doesn't make an appointment. He just appears in your new Senate office, walks right past your staff, and sits down. He doesn't solve scheduling problems. He makes the kind of problems that ruin lives simply disappear. And you don't throw him out, you listen. And now, here's the real test. Your re-election is suddenly in trouble. There's this young, charismatic opponent with a squeaky clean record, and he's surging in the polls. Your comfortable lead is down to 5 points. You can feel it all. Everything you've built, slipping through your fingers. What do? At first, you told the fixer to get lost. You wanted nothing to do with him. But he left his card, and as the days went on and the polls got tighter, the panic started to set in. You found yourself staring at that number, and you made the call. The result is immediate. It's almost surgically precise. A few fake photos surface online, showing your opponent at a poker table, looking reckless. They're totally doctored, but they look real enough. His campaign just implodes. You go from a nail-biter to winning by a comfortable 12 points. Just like that, the problem is solved. So what did it cost you? See, the fixer doesn't want your money. He wants something way more valuable. He wants access. He wants names of people to appoint, contracts to be approved, regulations to be ignored. He wants a piece of your power. And now, he owns it. You keep telling yourself, okay, that's it, never again. But you're in too deep now. Years go by. You feel untouchable. And then comes the real test, the moment that changes everything, the point of no return. It happens in a cold, concrete parking garage. The fixer tells you that a sharp young journalist is digging into your past, and she's getting way too close. And you, the person who started their career exposing corruption, you turn to this man and ask the one question that changes everything. And that's what he says back. He's not talking about violence. No, this is something much worse, much more sinister. He can discredit her, ruin her career, destroy her reputation so completely that no one will ever believe a single word she says again. He can professionally erase her from existence. Every part of you screams to say no, to walk away, to turn yourself in. But you're on the verge of announcing your run for president. You've come so far. You can't let it all fall apart now. So you don't say a word. You just nod. And with that one silent gesture, you destroy an innocent person's life. And for a while, it actually works. You're safe. You launch your presidential campaign, you're winning primaries, you even secure the nomination. You are at the absolute pinnacle of American power. But the thing about the past is, it never, ever stays buried. Sooner or later, there's a reckoning. Just 3 months before the election, she's back. The reporter you thought you destroyed, turns out she never gave up. She just went quiet, rebuilt her entire case, found new sources, and this time she publishes everything. The fixer, the fake photos, the whole corrupt machine. It all comes out. The impact is an absolute catastrophe. The story explodes, and your poll numbers don't just dip, they completely collapse. 2 weeks before Election Day, you were down by 15 points. It is over, and everyone, including you, knows it. The fixer calls you one last time. He says he can still salvage it. He has one last desperate play. But now, right here at the absolute bottom, you are faced with your final choice. And for the first time in 15 years, you say no. You're done. Of course, he threatens you. He makes it crystal clear that if he gets investigated, he's taking you right down with him. He tells you he has proof of everything. He has it all. But you don't even care anymore. The power, the presidency, none of it is worth this. You hang up the phone. Just one word, no. After years and years of saying yes, you've finally drawn a line in the sand. You lose the election, of course. It's a landslide. You're sitting there alone in a hotel room when your phone buzzes. It's a text. It's from her, the reporter whose life you almost ruined. It's a strange, small moment of grace in the middle of all the wreckage. The FBI calls. You agree to cooperate fully. Not for a plea deal, but just because it's the right thing to do. And that leaves us with this final, nagging question. After all of it, the compromises, the corruption, the fall from grace, is that young idealist who just wanted to fix the world, the person you started as, is he completely gone? Or maybe, just maybe, there's still a chance to find your way back?